Love at 37,000. Written by Sananda Allsgood. Narrated by Jessica Caruso. Chapter 1. I entered the dispatch office of Atlantis Air, and the dispatcher, Mark Hughes, was just getting off the phone. "Hi, Mark. What have you got for me today?" I asked. "Sara, nice to see you again. It looks like your flight to Spain is going to be a smooth one. We have you taking the normal routing, and so far the weather looks like it's going to cooperate. Over Madrid, you'll see light winds and broken clouds at 23,000 feet. You've got a fresh first officer today. It's her first international flight, but she's been with us for 3 years doing domestic flights." I looked at him. "Oh, what's her name?" I asked. "Dillion Preston, and she's checked out well. You also have Andy on this flight." "That's good to hear. So no babysitting?" I said with a chuckle. He smiled. "No, not this time." He remembered the time he saddled me with a fresh first officer, and it turned out he was so fresh that I had to bump him in Miami. The door behind me opened, and 2 women walked in wearing first officers' uniforms. "Oh, speak of the devil, here they are," Mark said with a grin. "Hi, Dillion. Hi, Andy." "Hi, Mark. How's your day?" one of the women asked pleasantly, and then looked at me. "Hi, I'm Dillion Preston. I assume we're going to go to Madrid together." Dillion was about 5'8", with blonde, shoulder-length hair pulled back behind her ears, blue eyes, and a nice smile showing bright white teeth. She exuded confidence in her appearance and attitude. Mark didn't reply to the question. He just waited for our introductions to complete. "Yes, I guess we are," I said, smiling at Dillion. "Welcome aboard. I hear this is your first international flight?" She nodded. "Yes, it is, and I'm excited for it." "Not to put a damper on your enthusiasm, but once we're in the air, it's pretty much the same as domestic. I'll let you handle most of the position reports with the oceanic centers, and we'll have to deal with poor English from ATC on the other side of the pond. That can be challenging sometimes." "So I've heard," she said, and we began our briefings for the flight. "Andy, good to see you again," I said. "Hi, Sara," Andy replied. "My name is Sara Brightly, and I've been flying with Atlantis for nearly 18 years. I have worked my way up to a staff pilot, which just means I get the rookies occasionally. I am rated for several aircraft, but currently flying the Boeing 777-300ER. It's the largest plane in our inventory, and I love flying her. The ER means extended range, so it can travel for hours without refueling. Its longest flight so far has been 15 hours. We fly it from Los Angeles International Airport, LAX, to Madrid, and LAX to Rome, which means it's just getting warmed up when we land." As we wrap up our briefing, we move to the cabin crew lounge to meet our cabin attendants for this flight. Sometimes we get regulars who fly this route often, and sometimes it's a totally new crew. As we walk into the lounge, I notice a few familiar faces. "Hi, Jackie." "Hi, Brett," I greet them. "Hi, Sara. It's nice to see you again," they both say in unison. I introduce myself, Andy, and Dillion to the ones I don't know, and then give them the briefing for this flight. "We've got a light load today, only 183 packs, so it should be an easy flight. Our weather looks good so far, and I'll let you know if it changes. Any questions?" I ask. Nobody had any, so we begin our walk to the aircraft. The cabin crew numbers 12 to work the entire plane. When we have a full flight, they have little time to relax, but when we're at this capacity, they have some downtime. Our plane can hold 327 people in all classes. As we walk to the aircraft through the airport, we get the waves from kids who are jazzed to see the pilot. I wave back.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?